The Florida Keys, a chain of islands where pirates once ruled. Fortunes were salvaged from shipwrecks, and a community of dreamers built paradise at the edge of America. The story of the Florida Keys begins not with people but with time, water, and life itself. It is a geological tale that stretches back over 100,000 years. In a warm, sunlit ocean, tiny marine organisms, coral polyps, built a massive living reef. It is the third largest barrier reef in the world, a living wall that protects the islands, creating a unique and incredibly fragile ecosystem. Long before European sails appeared on the horizon, these islands belonged to the Calusa and Tequesta. They were the first navigators of this intricate marine world. Evidence of their existence is scattered across the islands in shell mounds, revealing a society perfectly adapted to its coastal environment, their lives governed by the rhythms of the seasons. The world of the Calusa was forever changed in 1513. Spanish explorers led by Juan Ponce de León encountered the long, scattered chain of islands. He named the archipelago Los Martires, the martyrs, for they looked like suffering men. It was a name that foreshadowed the immense suffering to come. The route ran directly alongside the treacherous reefs of the Florida Keys, making the island chain a critical landmark on the world's most important shipping lane. As Spanish influence waned, the Keys transformed. This was the dawn of the golden age of piracy, and the island served as an ideal base of operations. One enduring tale is that of Black Caesar, an escaped slave turned ruthless pirate who, according to legend, established a base on Elliott Key and terrorized the shipping lanes. Whenever a ship ran aground, a cry would ring out across Key West, "Wreck ashore." It was a call to action, a signal that there was a fortune waiting to be grabbed from the waves. This sophisticated salvage trade turned sleepy Key West into a boomtown. By the mid-19th century, it became the wealthiest city per capita in the United States. But this golden age ended, not because wrecks stopped, but because of progress. The federal government built lighthouses, making the straits safer and putting the wreckers out of business. The U.S. government recognized the Keys' strategic power. They dreamed of a Gibraltar of the West, and in 1845 construction began on the massive Fort Zachary Taylor. During the Civil War, Key West remained a bastion of the Union, a lonely but vital naval base deep in Confederate territory, serving as a key link in the naval blockade. As the wrecking industry declined, a new force arrived from Cuba. Fleeing instability, cigar manufacturers and skilled workers relocated to Key West, transforming it into the cigar capital of Florida. Key West became a crucial hub for the Cuban independence movement, a safe haven where leaders like José Martí could organize, raise funds, and inspire the cause of Cuba Libre. It took the vision of industrialist Henry Flagler to reconnect the Keys. His audacious plan to extend a railroad over the sea was called Flagler's Folly. But on January 22, 1912, the dream became reality. Hailed as the eighth wonder of the world, the railroad physically connected the isolated islands to the mainland. The railroad's lifeline was severed in a single night. The 1935 Labor Day hurricane, the most intense to ever make landfall in the U.S., obliterated the tracks and ended Flagler's dream. Bankrupt and with its railroad destroyed, Key West was in utter collapse. The federal government stepped in with a radical plan to reinvent the island as a tropical tourist destination. This independent spirit boiled over in 1982. In protest of a federal roadblock, the city symbolically seceded, forming the Conch Republic. The stunt worked, and the roadblock was removed. During World War II and the Cold War, Key West was transformed into a frontline military base, critical for anti-submarine patrols and surveillance of Soviet activity in Cuba. As its military role diminished, the island became a bohemian refuge for artists and writers like Ernest Hemingway and Tennessee Williams, cementing its identity as an artistic colony. Today, this fragile paradise faces unprecedented threats. Rising ocean temperatures have caused mass coral bleaching events, while new diseases threaten the very foundation of the marine ecosystem. But a passionate fight is underway. Scientists and volunteers are working to restore the reefs, growing and outplanting new corals in a race against time to preserve paradise. From coral reefs to conch houses, from shipwrecks to sunsets, the Florida Keys and Key West remain a place where history and paradise meet. Its story is not just about survival, but about the spirit of freedom, resilience, and beauty at the edge of the sea.